Be prepared for highly offensive language throughout and adult and sexual themes.
Wednesdays are the new Thursdays. Orange is the new housemate. Hi, Isabel. And nice to meet you, Savannah. We've got 2 new housemates, everyone. Lovely. But while it's in with the new, tomorrow it's going to be out with the old, as either Chanel, Hannah, Jo or Rebecca, she's 32, by the way, will be evicted. But fortunately for our nominees, we are opening up the phone lines to their nearest and dearest for some good old eviction agony. Oh, dear. Bots has got your backs, guys, don't worry. And because Karen is sharing, I'm delighted to inform you that the Reverend Canon needs to return! Yes! Oh, yes, can again, amen! Amen! Yes, that's what I'm saying. Reverend Canon is going to be here to offer our housemates some moral life lessons. But now it is time to meet my dates for the night. First up, he's a 29-year-old pro wrestling superfan, but his first love, Big Brother. It's Wigan's finest, Luke Marsden! This outgoing 32-year-old loves long walks on the beach and brunching with her besties. It's Casey Batchelor! Go on, do it. Oh! I've seen that before this week. Give it up for Casey, everyone. Oh, my God. That's 2 sets I've seen this week. And finally, he's a 24-year-old lad from Essex who loves to travel around the dance floor. It's Jordan Banjo! Please go over there. Just give it up for the panel, everyone. Oh, what a set of leppers. Right, from one threesome to another, tonight we saw the housemates choose 3... Stop it. We saw the housemates choose 3 contestants to enter the house. Only 2 went in, though. Luke, did the right people enter?
Yeah, absolutely, because what we didn't need is another brainless meathead. And I think that is absolutely what we would have got. I don't know whether or not David Dickinson's daughter is going to be any good inside the house, but I think of all the ones that were there, yeah.
Luke's back, everyone. Where have you been?
No.
Casey, were there 2 girls the ones you would have went for?
No, you needed Sam in there. Poor Ellie, you needed a little bit of me. It was unfair. It was all about the boys. They're so selfish, men. Always.
They're all so selfish. The housemates on the sofas were convinced that Sam would get picked. Jordan, why do you think he missed out with them 3, do you think?
Because there was 2 geezers who had to pick. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, both the girls are... Well, I know what I mean. Savannah's got quite a nice voice. I know it sounds like a weird thing to say, but she does.
Lowton, calm yourself.
No, I mean, I know why they went for her. I think Kieran's thinking, well, you know, I've got a bit of experience with this girl on the outside. I know I can pull inside. Let's get her in as well. So I don't think Sam really had a chance.
Oh, poor old Sam. If you're watching, sorry. Well, listen, Chanel said she didn't want a gobby little you-know-what in the house. Do we think she's got anything to worry about, Luke, with Isabel and Savannah?
I'm not sure whether or not Isabel will be able to string a sentence together. I assume her brain is flushed full of fake tan. I mean, she literally looks like a streamlined what's-it. I really do not understand why anybody would choose to actually look like that colour. And then
listen, we've all been that colour before, girls, haven't we?
Yeah,
Come on.
Yours wasn't that bad. And then the other girl, the Irish one, I think she's one of these ones that will say everything that you want to hear, but behind the backs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
You think she might talk about them?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, hopefully she will. We love a spice up. Well, talking of her, she made quite a great impression, did Savannah, on all 3 of the pickers, especially Lowton. Case, I mean, you're not, you know, one of those to know what love's like inside the Big Brother house. Let's be fair.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But do you think Savannah may be a bit up for the crack with Lowton?
Yes, she's definitely game for it. She's just trying too hard, though. She, like, wants their attention. You know, she's sitting there going, oh, you know, they're just lads. But she wants to be in them lads, or the other way round.
Oh, the crudeness on a Wednesday evening. Raph, actually, was quite impressed with how articulate Savannah was. Jordan, do you think Raf's finally found, like, his intellectual equivalent that he can sit there and maybe have a proper conversation with? We know he's got Chanel and he has a laugh with her, but maybe he can do the serious stuff with Savannah.
As much as I like her, kind of, I do not think that Chanel is an intellectual match for him. So I think anyone's a little bit of a step up as opposed to going whang, just screaming and running about. Anybody's a little bit of a step up. So I think he's just going to be relieved to have anyone else.
Well, he might have someone to have them combos with now. We need to talk about Isabel. And girl is owning that town, am I right? Can I get an amen? No, yes, that's what I'm saying about. Case, let's be honest. Do you think NASA can see her from outside?
I mean, she's give you a run for your money, Ryan. Let's put it
come on.
that way.
I mean, I've toned it down over the years, but I think I know where all my empty bottles went.
She's just vibrant. Like, you're going to have to wear sunglasses.
Vibrant, I like that.
Too much.
Oh, she's vibrant, girl.
She is. She's too much. But I think she's going to be a bit boring.
Do you?
I think it's going to be the old Irish little totty that's going to be the one giving the run for money. But she's going to get on
Trust John from Belfast to pipe up in the audience.
I think she's going to be a bit all talk to begin with and then maybe calm down a bit. I'm just not feeling them that much. I'm a bit disappointed with the new housemate.
You're a bit disappointed with them?
Yeah.
Well, you're not.
No, I don't think so. I think we've got a bottle of tan and an Irish totty. What more do we want?
Hey, welcome to Big Brother. What can we say? We did discover, as we spoke about earlier, there was a bit of history between Isabel and Kieran. Would we like to see... I'm just going to jump straight for it. Do we want to see them have sex again? No?
No way. Do you know what? I have a lot more respect for her if she comes in, because the guys know two nice girls come in, they're all going to jump on them. But I would have a lot more respect if they say, no, we're here to have a nice Big Brother experience and not have a romance.
Does anyone want it to happen? No. George is back, everyone. Hello, George.
You know, I just want to see maybe something happen to get Rebecca going nuts, because she is off the chart crazy. And if she thinks...
Maybe you could say hello to her. She might just go nuts.
Yeah, I think Rebecca's reaction is probably going to be more interesting than them actually getting together.
It's funny that you say that, because, Jordan, what did you make of Rebecca's reaction?
So that's exactly why I want something to happen between Kieran and Isabel, only because I think it will be hilarious. Whenever he even mentions another girl, you just see that glaze of pain go over her expression. She's
that's why she's introduced the fringe to try and hide it.
It's fine, I don't care. But she cares, she really cares, and it's brilliant. As a viewer, it's brilliant to watch.
Well, if Savannah, actually's words are anything to go by, the lads aren't bothered about the girls at all. And do you know what? She might have a point, because I can do what I want on this show. Let's have a look at this again. Yeah, I know you wanted it. Guys, I've got to ask you, did you get yourself in a lather? I mean, that would have been a love
Sorry,
square
I've got dry mouth.
with you. She's got a dry mouth now. Joel, do you really think that is the case? Do you think the lads, them three, do you think they've only got eyes for each other in there?
No, not all. I mean, like, they've been in there for however long, and it's the one day the new girls come and they go, boys, let's all shower together for no reason. There's obviously a reason, because the girls are in there
We
now.
know you like a jungle shower, but would you have got in that one?
With them three?
Yeah?
Possibly.
Chuck her in! Chuck her in! Oh, well, sadly, the only man who had eyes for Ellie, contestant number 2, Sam, sorry, Sam, he never made it into the house. Poor Ellie took herself to bed. She seemed to take this quite hard. Luke, will Ellie ever find love in this house?
No.
Oh,
No. I don't think it's meant to be. I think the sort of love Ellie's looking for is you'd probably find it more in Magaluf than you would in the Big Brother house. And I think she's exhausted her options now. Lotion or whatever it's called, Lowton. I think he's found a new thing for attention with. I think, you know, he never really ever had any interest in Ellie. She was the more moderately attractive than the other ones, I think.
Well, let's move on to one pair who always stick together. That's Chanel and Raph. Eggate literally reached boiling point tonight. No. I thought that was really funny. Clearly not. Guys, do you think they took it too far? I mean, they contaminated the butter.
No, I love... Well, Raf's all right, taking and leaving is a bit wet. But Chanel, I love her. She's so annoying that she's great TV to watch. And we've got something in common.
What?
My Nunu is also nicknamed Homer Simpson.
You learn something new every day.
We're an educational show. What can I say? Well, we're an educational. You don't ask why, Luke. Don't ask why.
You don't want to know why.
Let's go back to Raph. Raph owned up, and after that, old honest Joe was all, see what I mean about this dude, he's slippery. George, what do we think about Raph? Do you think he's easily led by Chanel, or do you think Raph knows exactly what he's doing?
OK, do you know what? First, just about that statement, I'm not a big fan of Joe. I think he's just a bit... I don't know, man. Like, he's so busy.
I've got to say this. It's so... I mean, look, I can see why people aren't a fan of Joe, but especially this audience as well, there's not many fans of Joe out there. You say what you're going to say, I'm going to see if I can find
I'll tell you what, the reason I'm not a big fan of Joe is that he seems to think just because he's old that he's, like, automatically a bit of a geezer, and it's like, no, that's not how it works. You don't just get respect because you've lived a long time. You need to earn it. You know what I'm trying to say?
And it's a shame, because when he first come in, I really liked Joe.
I liked him. I was
and
be
now
honest.
I've just gone, no, and every day he's, like, chipping away.
Yeah, he's getting
just,
worse and worse.
yeah.
And as far as Raph and Chanel are concerned, I was going to be honest, I don't like Chanel. Like,
you don't?
No, do you know what it is? I think as a viewer, she's hilarious for the thing, but as a person who's been in, like, a sort of a camp...
A reality show as well,
a reality show myself, imagine trying to live with her.
Terrible.
You can't say a word about her biting your head off, and it's like... And then she gets upset when you answer back. I think she's just too difficult to live with.
No, what was you going to say?
I definitely think... first of all, what exactly is a geezer? I mean, I don't understand what the definition...
I'm a geezer!
Yeah!
It's right there!
I don't...
Right there, Luke!
I mean, if that's the definition of a geezer, then Joel's so way off being a geezer then. But I definitely think he's like an older mafia version of Gollum. That's what I think Joe has morphed into. He is. He's waiting for Horse's head every day on everybody else's pillows.
Do you know what? Like I said, we try to be as impartial as we can on this show. A lot of the audience I've noticed this week haven't been a big fan of Joe. Is there any fans of Joe here? Of course, we John from Belfast. Right, come on, John.
What the problem is with Joe, there wasn't enough older housemates, and this is where Big Brothers went wrong this year. There's too many younger housemates. There was, two older housemates.
What, do you think he might have got off with Randy Mann?
No, not at all, not at all. I mean, it's just, we need more older housemates to show diversity. I mean, it's... Yeah, exactly.
Stop it.
I'm getting something there,
Joe hasn't got nothing to say to any of these people in this house because he's done it. There's nothing there. He's not getting nothing back off them. All he can do is listen to their stories.
With all due respect, though, I do agree with you.
Yes.
John, I do agree with you. But you're going into Big Brother. We know what main Big Brother housemates are normally like. There's always a lot of young ones in there. And, yeah, it would be nicer to have some older ones. But do you think he should integrate more
I think he's give up. Sadly, he's just
You think
give
he's
up.
give up?
He's give up because there was nobody else around about his age so he can bounce off or converse with.
But you like him?
Oh, I do like him as a
You like
person.
him?
I do like him as a person. He's got a lot of stories to tell. Why isn't he telling them? Why is he not sorting the kids out?
And Story Time with John from Belfast will be on next week on Channel 5, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you soon, girl. This is nice. Right, give him a round of applause. Good luck to all that. Right, coming up, we've got all the latest headlines from the house, and Kieran gets to take one of the new housemates on a date. I wonder who that could be. And our favourite Reverend off the telly. You saw her here first. Reverend Canon. I love this woman. She's going to be giving us a late night sermon. Can I get an amen? Amen. I'll see you after this. Can I get an amen? Amen. Yes. Do you know what? In all fairness, the housemates were talking about if they were a drink and stuff. If we were a drink, we'd probably be a dirty pint. Like, we sound like a good idea at the end of the night, but you'll regret it in the morning. Can I get an amen? Amen, yes, thank you. Stay tuned for a casual bit of spiritual guidance with your favourite Rever friend and mine, Reverend Canon and Easter. Plus, we're opening the Bots lines to the nominees' loved ones. But for now, it's time for tomorrow's headlines in today's Bots Village News. Our top stories tonight. Deborah's teaching Joe a lesson. Chanel and Isabel get chummy. And Kieran's got a difficult decision to make. First up at 12:44 this afternoon, Deborah helped Joe expand his vocabulary.
What do you want to know?
Just to say, shut up.
Benedake.
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 Yes.
Shut up. You sing too much.
I don't know how to say that. It's too hard.
All right, shut up. Benu
Edake.
Edake.
Yeah, so Benue Edake.
Benue Edake.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Benue Edake.
Let's start with that. Benue Edake. Anna. Benue Edake. Benue Edake.
Benue Edake.
Benue Edake. Benue Edake.
You're talking like you don't have teeth.
I haven't got none. They're false. Benue Edake.
Great, now he can piss people off in more than one language. Later at 1:46, Isabel and Chanel had a girly little catch-up in the pamper parlour.
I remember, like, coming in, I just said, really struggle to pretend to be nice to people. So, like, I can't have conversations with people who I just don't think...
Yeah.
Like, even on dates with boys and stuff, like, if I don't like them, I just can't speak.
Yeah.
Because I'm
I
just
can't
like,
sit
I
in
don't...
on conversations that I'm not interested in.
Yeah.
That's probably why, like, when other people were here, I just, honestly, I'd sit in for, like, 1 second, then I'd just walk away, because I just can't even force it or pretend or fake that I'm interested in what you're saying. It's a waste of my energy by responding.
No, in all fairness, though, it is nice to see Isabel touching the makeup up. She was looking a bit pale, weren't she? No, you've got to keep it up, girl. And finally, at 2:52, during today's task, Kieran is given the biggest dilemma since Nelly featuring Kelly. Watch, mate.
Housemates. Isabel and Savannah. For his dilemma, Kieran had to decide which of you to share a reward with. Kieran was told that his reward would include delicious food and champagne. However, to add to the dilemma, Kieran was also told that the housemate he did not choose to share his reward with would still have to attend the date as the waiting staff. Kieran chose to share his reward with Savannah. Therefore, for the duration of their date, Isabel must wait on them both.
That's just
A little bit harsh. Mind you, the least he can do is give Isabel a good tip when the bill comes. And that was today's Bots Village News. Right, it is that glorious time of the week again when we are blessed to be in the presence of the one and only Reverend Canon and Easter! Before we continue, can I get an amen? Amen! That one's for you, Anne.
Oh,
that one's for you.
Do you know what it means?
Anyway, I'm like, no, go on. What does it mean?
It means yeah.
Yeah! They are.
Yeah.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. No, we are singing like that in the pipe. No, they pipe up now, don't they? Now you're here. Listen, Anne, I mean, unlike Noah's Ark, let's be fair, this house has been struggling to stay afloat with the amount of arguments everyone's having. What are you making of all the arguing?
Well, I'm sad they're not having more fun, I have to say. And their arguing doesn't seem to get them anywhere, you know? It's not effective arguing, is it? It doesn't move them on at all.
I think we need to really start and talk about the exploits. Just go... Who writes this? That's going on in the house. And Big Brother almost rumbled Chanel tonight. Let's have another look at this.
It has come to Big Brother's attention that some food may have been tampered with last night. Any housemates that have interfered with any food or drinks should place that food in the box in the storeroom immediately.
Huh? Like what, though?
Are you fucking with food?
I did not do the other egg stuff.
No,
Just
don't do
FYI.
that. What's happened with the butter? I'm just curious.
Oh, I put an egg in it.
Excellent.
Right, now, Anne, let's be fair. Obviously, Big Brother had to intervene there because you can't have raw egg and butter together. But do you think Chanel should have confessed her sin? She just sat back, let her take everything for it. Do you think she should have confessed?
Well, sin and guilt can weigh heavy on the soul, you know? And if you really want to make a confession, you can find a good priest or write it on paper and burn it, something like that. I think she was itching for somebody to know and call her out and know who it was. She was giggling and laughing.
She was showing little signs, weren't she? She wanted to get caught.
Yes, I think she was dying to.
She's up for eviction tomorrow night, along with Hannah, Joe and Rebecca. Do you think they're... who do you think out of all of them, with their sins, fit that punishment of eviction, do you think?
Well, I think it would be the one who's happiest to go home, really, because I think at this stage they're missing their home comforts. So whoever is really longing to go home, then they could go home and take their guilt with them.
Tomorrow it's going to be out with the old, but it's actually today in with the New Testament. No?
So impressive.
We're getting there.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's like that. We saw 3 hopefuls obviously attempt to enter, but there wasn't room for all 3. There was only room for 2 at the inn. What attributes do you think Kieran, Lowton and Chanel should have been looking for when they were picking their 2 new housemates?
Well, I think I'd have been looking for a leader, somebody who would make them into a group and help them achieve something together. I think I'd been looking for a counsellor, an advisor. Counsellor.
A counsellor.
As opposed to a counsellor, that's what I mean. Somebody who'd encourage them and support them, help them find their way a bit. And I think they could certainly do with a cook.
Oh, yeah, now Imran's gone,
make
definitely.
some nice food, you know, and...
3-hour spaghetti bolognese.
Yeah, well, why not? You know, do it the long way. Why not?
Yeah.
Take time about it. And certainly Isabel could have taught them how to get golden.
Yes.
And Savannah could maybe run up a nice Irish breakfast.
Hey, can't go wrong.
Bit of black pudding.
Hey, all the above.
Black pudding, yes.
Or she could just be a counsellor. There's another big storyline going on in the Big Brother Bible this year. It's Ellie's unrequited love for Lowton. He seems to have taken quite a bit of a shine to new housemate Savannah. It's no surprise that Ellie got jealous. Let's have a little reminder.
As soon as Savannah came up on the screen, I was like, oh my God, she's stunning, she's natural, she's got an Irish accent. I thought, oh God, like, I'm going to end up in somebody's shadow again. You know, I'm not being funny, but when you're getting down and seductive, I think they'd rather have mourning of a sexy Irish lass rather than, go on, lad. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit different.
Right, now, and envy's one of the 7 deadly sins. How do you think she should deal with this envy that she's got going on inside of her?
Well, I think we all get envious of people sometime or another. And for me, the answer is to look at it, see what you envy and say, how can I get some of that?
But can she get some of Lowton?
Ellie, not necessarily. I'm not sure he'd be that good for her, to be honest. She's too good for him anyway. But I think that she should use her knowledge of the group. She's been there a fortnight, after all, and become a better joker or more lively or something different.
And not just go to bed.
Don't just go to bed and be envious. You know, that's sad.
Well, Chanel, on the other hand, she seems to be a fan of the new housemates because, well, I'll let Chanel tell you in this footage. This is an exclusive.
Everyone's just made them feel welcome, but they've not really gone out the way to lick arse, which is good, because I cannot stand lick arses. Like, literally, I did try and lick arse once, and it wasn't nice. Like, I'm not going to lick arse to get where I want to be. I'm just going to be myself.
No, Ran, I'll be honest, right? I mean, I'm here to do a job, and in television there's auto cue. Sometimes I go off script and I ignore it and stuff like that, but it would put Sophia, our auto cue lady, out of a job. But I'm going to read what is actually on the screen now.
Go on.
And I feel uncomfortable. But where do you stand on arse licking, Anne?
I think it's about pleasing people.
Hey, I know Anne's got a lovely response here. Go on,
it's about pleasing people, but I don't think. But I don't.
It's the wrong crowd, Anne.
You know,
it's the wrong crowd. It's not songs of praise, is it? Come on.
Whichever way you look at it, it's about pleasing people. But I don't think you should do it anyway, if you're uncomfortable about it.
Only do it if you like doing it.
That's right.
Yeah. Amen. Right, let's talk about our new golden girl, Isabel. She caused quite a stir with her sun-kissed appearances. Another exclusive of what Joe thought about the glow.
Do you like my tan?
Do you want me to tell you the honest...
Oh, yeah, I want to hear it.
Oh, wow. I want to walk out the room. Izzy, I want you.
I love it, come on.
I think it's a bit over the top, darling.
Yeah.
It doesn't look right. And there's my honest opinion, love.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, love. It don't have to be sorry about it.
It was good, it was good.
I'm happy how I am, so that's fine.
That's
Thanks.
It was honest, Joe.
Yeah.
I like you. Take you to who you are. You took it.
You asked me for
Not
my
everyone
opinion.
else can take
I'll
it.
tell you to your face. I'm not going to go fucking running in the diary room and talk behind your back. You asked, and I told you.
Can I get an amen? Amen! 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 Amen!
Can I get an amen? There you go. And the church teaches, you know, honesty is the best policy. In Joe's case, is honesty always the best policy?
Well, the Bible says, let your yes be yes and your no be no. People should be able to trust what you say is real and honest. But I think there's no point in tearing somebody apart with some sort of overdoing honesty. What's the point in that?
What is the point in
Yeah,
that?
it doesn't get you anywhere,
It
does
doesn't.
it? And it
Listen.
certainly doesn't make you any friends.
I adore you. I absolutely adore you. Tanya, we all love you. Can I get an amen for Anne? And you're going to be joining the panel a little bit later on. But for now, give it up for Reverend Canon and Easter again, everyone. We love you. We love you. Right, stay with me, because after the break, I'm going to be speaking to the nominees' friends and family in a heartfelt segment we like to call Eviction Agony with Ryland Clark Neal. Our aim is to offer support to those whose loved ones face leaving the house forever. But Chanel, Hannah, Joe and Rebecca all need a saviour. And who stays?
You decide.
Oh, Adele! Oh, lovely! This week, Chanel, Hannah, Joe and Rebecca all face the public vote. Who stays? You decide. From a landline, call 090 20 44 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to save. From a mobile, call 650 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to save. For Chanel, add 02. For Hannah, add 06. For Joe, add 08. For Rebecca, add 14. Calls to the long number will cost 50 pence plus a network access charge. Calls to the short number will cost 50 pence. Voting closes in Thursday's eviction show. Votes cast after lines close won't count. If you're watching on catch-up after that or outside the UK, please don't vote. You can find terms on the Big Brother website. Welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Side. Now there is only one more dawn to break over the Big Brother village before either Chanel, Hannah, Joe or Rebecca have to up sticks and return to the outside world. So we've got some concerned callers on the line. They're appealing for help to ensure that their loved ones make it through this perilous journey that's eviction night. It's time for this. Hi, and welcome to Eviction Agony with me, Ryland Clark Neal. Joining me on the line first is Chanel's boyfriend, Jake. Hi, Jake, are you there?
Hi, Ryland, you OK?
Hi, Jake, I'm very well. Thank you for your call. You're ringing tonight because your dear girl's facing the public vote, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Yes, dear. Chanel has many, many gifts, but what's the most important thing she brings to that?
Well, I believe that Chanel brings a very genuine energy into the house. What you see is what you get. If she's got something to say, then she's going to say it. No beating around the bush.
Yeah.
I think that's very rare in a person.
Yeah. She's been cracking a few practical jokes. What do you make of her exploits since she's been up for eviction?
I honestly think that she's hilarious. She's just being herself. That's what she's like at home.
Yeah.
But you've got to be prepared for more antics, a lot more entertainment. It's just what she's like.
Yeah. Does she make this much mess in the kitchen at home?
If I'm honest with you, she's never in the kitchen, but she's cracking in the bedroom. Absolutely cracking in the bedroom.
I bet she is. Thank you, Jake, for your call. Jake, everybody. Thank you.
I'll see you later.
Cracking in the bedroom. Yes. We can now speak to Hannah's friend, Nikki. Nikki, are you there?
Hi, Anne.
Hi, Nikki. You sound very concerned about your friend.
Yeah.
She's got a bit of a problem, hasn't she? A few housemates nominated Hannah for her singing. Do you think she needs to change her tune?
No way. I think that's just Hannah. You know, she sings and smiles and laughs through conflict, and that's what she does best. You know, I think maybe everyone else should lighten up a bit. You know, it's Big Brother. Bringing entertainment and fun to the show, and that's what we need.
We did see her clash, though, with extra small Tom the other night. Why can't they just get along?
I mean, it's not that they can't get along. We've seen clips where they do get along previously at the beginning of Big Brother. I think, you know, they just had this recent disagreement and they're butting heads. Hopefully they move forward from this and just become friends again.
Do you know what? I do have to say, Deborah didn't receive a single nomination, did she? Why do you think the House has taken to the older sister, dear?
I mean, I don't think they've just taken to Deborah. When we look at the people who've actually nominated her, it was the people that she's just had disagreements with. And, you know, Deborah and Hannah are two different people, two different personalities, and they both needed on the show.
Well, we wish you the best of luck, Nikki. Give it up for Nikki, everyone. Our next caller on the line is Joe's girlfriend, LJ. LJ, are you there?
I am, babe.
Hi, dear, yes. LJ, you're amongst friends here. Joe says being up for eviction doesn't bother him. Do you think it does?
No, not at all. Joe's really laid back. He doesn't care about eviction and things like that, so...
Well, a few of the other housemates, though, claimed he was becoming a little bit of a grumpy man. Is he like that on the outside, dear?
No, not at all. He's never like that. Joe is so much fun. He's always laughing and joking. He's a joker. I don't get it. I'm not seeing what we could be seeing.
So why is he getting grumpy?
Maybe he misses me. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure he does miss you, dear. He's got a good relationship, though, with Lowton and Tom, hasn't he? Is he more of a man's man?
Never. Joe loves the baby, and I'm really, really surprised he's not spending more time with Ellie, which is great.
Yeah. Do you think them two might hit it off, him and Ellie?
I hope so. I really hope he does, because he'll really enjoy his company. Great love.
Well, Joe, we're going to have to go. I think we're having a couple of problems with the line, dear. But we wish you the best of luck, LJ, everybody. Our final caller tonight is Rebecca's friend, Deanne, from last week with the lovely glasses. Deanne, are you there?
Good evening, how are you?
Oh, Deanne, it's lovely to speak to you again. I'm sad for the unfortunate circumstances. Is Rebecca Wissing in the house, the Rebecca you know and love, dear?
She is the Rebecca I know and love. She's not putting on an act, but she's clearly not comfortable in there with people that don't like her and don't respect her, and that is affecting her behaviour.
Yeah.
It's like all she wants to do is eat jam on toast and sundays, and she's on the package holiday from hell that people just want to oin her.
Oh, we've all been there. We've all been there, dear. She's had a frosty relationship with Joe over the last week. Can you confirm that she is, in fact, somebody's daughter?
Rebecca has wonderful parents who love and care for her very much. And she's been treated incredibly harshly by some people in there, and that's been upsetting to her parents.
Yeah.
So she's most definitely somebody's daughter, and she's clearly mindful that what's going on in there is affecting her family.
Well, we send her parents the best of love from us.
Oh, thank you. I'll pass that on.
Please do, dear. Her relationship with Kieran has been much discussed both inside and outside of the house. Now, don't lie to me, dear, because I can turn. Is she being completely truthful about the friendship?
Darling, I would never lie to you. They are just friends, I promise.
I'm going to ask you again. I'm going to ask you one more time, and let me just stop you there, dear, because I can turn. Is she being totally truthful there?
I swear on my posh spectacles, she is being honest. They're friends. She's very, very awkwardly uncomfortable whenever anyone mentions it on screen, because basically no lady wants her bedroom antics talked about in public.
No,
and she's having to face it again and again, and it's cringeworthy. It's not unrequited love. It's sheer embarrassment that she had a bit too much to drink one night, and now it's being thrown back at her again and again. He's a lovely boy, but Rebecca likes men.
Oh, OK, Deanne. Well, listen, thank you, and we wish you the best of luck. Deanne, everybody.
Thank you, darling. Good night.
Thank you, dear. Look after yourself. Sadly, we've run out of time. I'd like to thank all of our callers this evening, and if you guys at home have been affected by any of tonight's issues, please don't go to our website because there's nothing there. Until next time, this has been Eviction Agony with me, Ryland Clark-Neal. Thanks. I wish I was like that all the time. Coming up, we're going to be discussing our nominees' best features as we take our panel speed dating, sort of. And if you want to save your fave, you better hurry up because there is only one more sleep till eviction. It's on Thursday, dear. Thursdays, dear. Not Friday, Thursday this week, dear. Who stays? You decide! back on Thursday, dear. This week, Chanel, Hannah, Joe and Rebecca all face the public vote. Who stays, you decide. From a landline, call 090 20 44 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to save. From a mobile, call 650 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to save. For Chanel, add 02. For Hannah, add 06. For Joe, add 08. For Rebecca, add 14. Calls to the long number will cost 50 pence plus a network access charge. Calls to the short number will cost 50 pence. Voting closes in Thursday's eviction show. Votes cast after lines close won't count. If you're watching on catch-up after that or outside the UK, please don't vote. You can find terms on the Big Brother website. Welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Side, also known as hashtag spin-off show goals. Can I get an amen? Yes, that's right. But now it's all about exclusive goals, and Kieran has taken Savannah on a date in the sunshine, which is nice. I hope he's got a bit of protection. I mean sunscreen, though, haven't you seen?
I'll ring for him. Well, you get him sun cream.
Sun cream?
Yeah, and put it on him wherever you want.
Fucking
He's red everywhere. He needs a lot of help.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is going to be interesting. Just do whatever you want. He's not happy at all. I'm not going to bite. Put a bit of cream on me as well while we're at it, do you know what I mean? Put a bit of cream on me.
Anything else?
That's all right.
No,
babe.
that's everything.
There you go.
Anne's back on the panel, by the way. I just want to say Anne, that was a little bit of sweet revenge, wasn't it?
It was, and I think it'll taste very nice.
The revenge, not
Yeah.
the sun cream. Don't eat sun cream at home, kids.
Well,
no. Casey, what did you like of that?
Loved that. Good
That sort of thing you'd do.
Yes, it would be. All over him.
I mean, it's got to be awkward for her, obviously. They've
and
met previously along the line.
He made that awkward. Like, he didn't have to do that. He done it out of spite. So he deserved that sunscreen all over him.
Jordan, as from the man's point of view.
Perspective, if he likes Savannah or he thinks she's good looking, he's allowed to take her on a date without getting covered in sun cream. Do you know? I think he handled that well as well, because I know me, I probably would have been a bit upset. Someone spraying sun cream. You've seen his afro hair? Like,
that'd take a week to come out. Luke?
Tit for tat, let's be realistic. In
There's a lot of tit, let me tell you.
He covered her in liquid in the past, so I'm just saying he probably has, so it's only fair.
Reverend Canon sat next
I'm
to you.
so sorry, I'm going to hell.
All right, well, listen, we've heard from their nearest and dearest, but what do our panel and audience think? We're going to speed date our way through the nominees to find out exactly what they've got to offer. We've got 80 seconds on the clock, thank you. To talk about each housemate. When the time's up, we'll hear this. That's nice. And we'll swiftly move on. So first up, let's start with Chanel. Chanel, Anne, what are you making of Chanel?
Lovely, attractive, fun-loving, and I think there's probably more to her. She's quite a sensible young lady, really.
Think there's more to her?
Yep.
Luke?
Completely irritating and brainless, and I couldn't live with her.
Oh! Casey?
I love Chanel. Chanel ready to win for me.
You want her to stay, Jordan?
Irritating, but amazing to watch.
OK, fair enough. Chanel, everyone. Happy birthday, darling.
Thank you very much, thank you. I think Chanel is multifaceted, if you know what I mean, because one minute
Like a crystal from the Crystal Maze.
Absolutely, yes, because one minute she can be really nice, and the next minute she can be like with Kaylee, like she was saying, no, don't get involved, and she can get quite, yes, in a way, passive-aggressive.
Do you think
So
she's
she
got a
can
lot
turn
more
over.
sides to her?
Yes, I do. I think she changes a lot. She changes her format a lot. Maybe she's playing a game.
Maybe she's
to
playing a
get
game,
there.
Luna.
I want to see a lot more of her. I love her. She's
You like Chanel?
gorgeous, yeah.
Anyone not a fan?
No, I don't.
Anyone not a fan? Dan, to be...
You know what? I do think because she's up for, eviction now, she's, like, doing all these egg things and trying to get loads of, like, airtime. I think if she wasn't up, she might have been more...
What, you think she would have been more
I think
low
she's
key?
playing it because she's up. That's
Really?
what I think, yeah.
Okay, well,
Maybe.
They are. Ding, ding. Right, let's move on. Let's talk about Hannah. Start the clock. Jordan, what do you make of Hannah?
Hannah, I quite like her. I think she's, like, fun-spirited. She's a nice girl. I understand if you're tired and she's going on and singing and screaming amen all the time, and she might get a bit irritating, but personally, I think she's really nice.
Do you like her?
I'd personally like to see the sisters split and see how they act without...
Oh, you wicked mouth! You wicked mouth!
I think they've got each other's backs too strong. They need to see what it's like to be on their own.
Luke?
The singing, it is abysmal. It is absolutely terrible. This is not a singing competition, Rylan. You would know about that. Let's be honest here. She's just dreadful. And I think we'd like to see the hostmate mute.
I'm not going to talk about dreadful singing. Anne?
Well, you clearly have never been to my church. Men, if you want to hear singing, there's real good singing. I think Hannah's great. I like her singing. I think that's nice. I wish she and her sister would get together a bit more and bring something new and interesting.
The fun that we saw in the VT, maybe.
Yeah,
Hannah.
why not?
I like Hannah. I think she's joyful, she's full of energy, and she's got more to come out with her, so I'd like to see her stay.
You'd like to see her stay? Oh, yeah, sorry, babe. Right, let's move on to happy-go-lucky old honest Joe. He's only being honest, guys. It's not his fault if he don't like you. Start the clock. And Joe.
Well, he says he's honest. I don't think he is. He says he doesn't talk about people behind their back, but he does. I think he's not quite such the hard man that he'd like us to believe.
Oh, no.
What I like about Joe is the ultimate hypocrite, because he will literally chastise somebody for doing all these things, and he will go and do them just in a different way, but he's only being honest.
Case.
Joe to go.
Oh, really?
Joe to go. I really liked him at the beginning, but now he's just got so bitter and moody and angry, and he's just on the house.
Not a fan, Jordan.
The one thing about Joe, which I think he doesn't understand, is that there's a fine line between honesty and insults. And he crosses it at will. I don't think he quite gets it.
Slightly over the line.
I'm not a big fan of him.
Anyone a fan of Joe wants him to stay? John again, go on.
You know I'm a fan of Joe, you know, because Joe is direct and he's just saying how it is. No, he's a better housemate than the likes of Chanel. There's Chanel. She got away with... No, she got away with...
We're talking about Joe!
No, but this is where you've all got double standards. Chanel can piss in somebody. She can whack something off the counter. All Joe has done is answer the question that he was asked. He was just saying, no.
Do you want him to stay?
I want him to stay.
All right, finally, she's someone's daughter. It's Rebecca. Start the clock. And Rebecca.
Rebecca is genuine, I think, but not... I don't know that she's terribly nice as a person. I think there are parts of her... She doesn't come out and add anything to the group.
OK, Luke.
In my view.
I'm not Lord Sugar, but if I was Rebecca, I'd reassess my business model coming out of the house now. Because, I mean, first of all, she slept with her employee. and now they've gone on a show where her job is to crack undercover schemes and break up marriages. I'm no expert, but to quote a dragon, I'm out.
Oh, he's out. Casey.
I feel a bit sorry for Rebecca. I feel like she's had a real tough time in there. She's been putting with a guy that clearly she thought they were going to get together. She's clearly besotted with him. She thought they was going to go in and they was going to get together. He's not. He's jogged her on. Then she's had to watch him get with Marnie. And now his ex has come in and now he's flirting with the Irish totty. She's just had a bad old
She's having a right old mare,
She's having a
Jordan.
mare.
I'm just a bit over. I'm just a bit over it, to be honest. I feel like... Let's put it simply, she doesn't like Joe and she loves Kieran, that's about it. Done.
Got a nice new fringe, though. Rebecca. Rebecca.
See, I like Rebecca because she's the only one that will say it how it is to the three boys. It's just a really nasty clique, them boys. And I think she's the only one that will stand up for herself. It's a pressure cooker in that environment. And being put in there with the...
Well, listen, last night we asked who do you want to see go, but as it's vote to say, very quickly down the panel, who do you want to stay, Anne?
Hannah.
OK, Hannah. Luke.
Just because I enjoy the misery, Rebecca.
Casey.
Chanel.
George.
Chanel.
Everyone? Chanel! Wow, well, there you go. Strong chat. That is it for tonight. A massive thank you to my panel and a fantastic audience. We are back tomorrow for your Thursday, dear, eviction night of the series. We're going to be here straight after the main show at 10:35, along with Tom Reed-Wilson, Katie Price and her ex, Dane Bowers, and Chanel Hayes and her ex, Ziggy, and your latest ex-housemate. Can I get an amen? Night, everyone.